It's just like your handwriting. The more you practice, the more better it gets.
Yeah, so that's a great question. But before that, my handwriting, I've practiced a lot, but it hasn't gotten better. So, but yes, true. So, hi everybody, this is Nandini Tyagi, content creator and co-founder of Flux, and today I'm here with Hitesh. Together we are going to discuss upon the topic that do we share or do we talk enough about our low moments? But before that, let me just brief you guys about this series which we both started. Hashtag Experience Exchange, wherein both of us will be discussing and sharing our experiences on topics that hold immense gravitas and importance. So, before I start the conversation ahead, I would like to welcome Hitesh. Thank you so much for joining me. And yes, what would you like to say?
First of all, namaskaram and thank you so much, Nandini. I am so glad to be seeing our years long conversation now happening at this platform and will be reaching a lot of people as well. Today's topic is just not a topic for this discussion for me. It's a feeling for me, actually. I would be very honest with you. Before jumping right into the discussion, I would like to talk a little about myself. I have been working as a blockchain engineer for the last 4 years and currently working in Singapore. I have been a full-time life observer. And the reason why I have started the Weekend Yogi is I have seen that many people want to be the better version of themselves. They want to work on themselves. And everyone says we have to start from self, but no one knows how to start. So the Weekend Yogi wish to provide such tangible well-being tools to everyone so that we end up doing a better version of ourselves. And before we start, I wish to say thanks a lot, Nandini, once again, and let's take this forward.
Awesome. So I'm also very thrilled to start this conversation. And so, Mr. Weekend Yogi, without any further ado, let's get started. So I'll start the conversation with a topic which is actually very dear to my heart. And I believe that according to me, in my opinion, that is the root cause. That is the root problem that we need to address. And which is that do we acknowledge our low moments? Do we see people around us acknowledging our low moments? Because the fact is that with low moments and our not so happy moments, the thing is that we don't want to recognize the fact that they exist. Reason being, हमने एक बहुत ही famous quote भी है कि if you recognize the problem, if people recognize the problem, then they'll have to put in efforts to identify with it and find the solution. And Hitesh, believe you me, this is something, and I'm sure you would have also experienced, कि लोग इसको avoid ही करते रहते हैं. They don't want to recognize it, they want to acknowledge it, क्योंकि उसके बाद then they'll have to work over it to just eliminate. So my first question to you to start with this conversation will be that do you acknowledge your low moments, and also do you see people around you doing so? So what would your take on it?
Yeah, Nandini. So the very first thing I'll tell you this thing that it will be very difficult for me to articulate on someone's behalf. But I can say from my own experience how I have been using and harnessing acknowledgement as actually. And I'll tell you this thing, a very this observation I have seen that acknowledgement has been done by people only when they are convenient and only when they are comfortable, right?
Right.
And I'll give you a very real life instance of from my life. During the first 2 years of my college, when I was doing my engineering, I had been a huge defense aspirant. And just not for those 2 years, I'm still a defense aspirant, but I had been a defense aspirant to a point that I had not been focusing on studies, but just on going for interviews. I happened to take 7 interviews, but wasn't able to crack either of them. None of them I wasn't able to crack. Now, the thing was, I had spent 2 years going around trying for becoming a defense officer, but I couldn't. So at that point, I would tell you this thing. If I hadn't acknowledged that time that yes, at least if I'm not good at this, but I'll be made up for something else, I would be
Hmm.
stagnant, and I wouldn't have made
Definitely.
progress in my life, isn't it? So
Hmm.
there's a very famous quote which I've heard someone said, that the faster you move, the faster you fail, the faster you succeed, and the slower you move, the slower you fail, and the slower you succeed. It's just not a quote, but actually it holds true for me, because acknowledgement makes you move forward. Another angle how I see acknowledgement in our society is, see, acknowledgement has been conditioned to us. We have been taught to be acknowledging only those facts which are favorable and appreciable to us. Let's say our parents have taught us to be acknowledging only and saying thank yous to only those things if someone gives us chocolate or someone does a favor to us. But what about if someone is insulting us, rude to us, or harsh with us? That time we are not conditioned to take control of that, and hence we end up reacting to it, and those reaction end up doing something unfavorable to us eventually. Now, Nandini, I want to ask you this thing. For me, society has been like a conglomeration of friends, my colleagues, my parents, everyone. But how do you see society as in your life? Has it bothered you, or has it moved you forward in life? So what's your take on society, Nandini?
Yeah. So actually, that is a question which is very much important. I think in reference to topics like these, society does play a very important role in our overall conditioning and everything, and it has its own set of rules. Now the point is that my biggest, last point over here is that we all constitute society. Like you, me, my family, my extended family, and my surroundings. They all are part of the society, and together we all create one. So why can't we all at individual level, treat this topic as if it creates a stir, and people understand कि ये बहुत important है, and rather ये उतना ही equally important है जितना आप और चीजों को value करते हो.
Right.
For example, let me just give you an example from my life. So I wrote my second book, Grey. That's the title, Grey Upon in Everyone's Life. So it actually is talking about the color gray, the importance of color gray in our life, that is depicting the low moments. Now, all of us are always seen celebrating our happinesses, our successes, but we don't often talk about our low moments and we don't celebrate them. So I was actually promoting this book at a place, and this one fine gentleman on the stage, I was, gifting him. He was much experienced in to me in age, and also, he was having everything. He was very prosper. He was successful. He was happy, and there was everything you would, see in like the person who you term as successful. And that person gave me a look and asked me that, but why Gray? So that question really, just made me कि मैं इसका आंसर कैसे करूं? I was not actually expecting from a person of that caliber and that state कि वो मुझसे पूछेंगे कि but grey क्यों? So the tone of his question was that why are you talking about it? Is it important? And second, you are a person who is so younger to me in age, and because I wrote it in my college, so he meant to say कि मतलब ऐसा क्या हो गया कि तुमने ये book लिखी? How does you conquer with this feeling? And I was like, okay, I gave him the answer, which is also mentioned on my book's FB page, that gray because it exists and we need to talk about it. And that is why I wrote about gray. So this is one part. That person is a very significant part of our society because he holds a position, and every point that we consider in our society is driven by the positions, the successes, and everything. Also, your failures are also, celebrated and appreciated only when you become successful. That's how a society functions. So at that point of time, Hitesh, I felt that I am much more, mentally secure and sane than that gentleman who has achieved so much at that age. He was twice to me in age or so. So by that example, I would like to, take this forward and say that every person has a journey. Every person, every child, whether it is a 20-year-old kid or a 40-year-old man, both of them are having their individual journeys. So one should not judge. Reason being that this all comes from self-awareness. People are not aware, and also those who are aware, they don't want to come out and talk about it because उनको लगता है it's not an important topic. ये तो सबके साथ हो रहा है. तुम क्या अनोखे हो अगर तुम्हें कुछ लो फील हो रहा है या you are not feeling your best. But the point is कि इससे क्या होता है कि सामने वाला बंदा, if they are just having that confidence to come and speak up, वो atmosphere की वजह से वो वैसी they just sit back. So I totally believe that it is because of the self-awareness. If you are aware, then you can, very confidently talk about it, and then also aware the people in your surroundings. So my question to you will be, how do you think that self-awareness plays a role in, recognizing our low moments?
Yeah, Nandini. So self-awareness is one such topic, one such word actually. There are several formal definition in terms of psychology, in terms of psychiatry, in terms of scientific terms. You can just keep on defining self-awareness. But I'll tell you what, I have personally seen self-awareness as in my life and what role it has played in my life. So I have seen specifically self-awareness as a skill to be practiced upon, right? And as practice makes a man perfect. And if you keep on practicing self-awareness, it will make you perfect. And it's just not about like now we'll be thinking how to practice it, what it is all about. So I'll tell you this
Right.
thing. I'll give you a very again one life instance of mine. I happened to do a startup which eventually failed. And at that point of time, when I was overcoming from the failure of my startup, it was my first instance, that kind of instance that I had taken in my life. But I was just not able to come out of it. And at that point, you won't believe, self awareness was one such thing which helped me move forward in life. Now, when I say that, what is that? So self awareness is one such thing which actually allows you to better execute your acknowledgement. And when you better execute your acknowledgements, you better handle your emotions. And when you better handle your emotions, you end up taking better decisions of your life. Now I'll tell you what, right now many of us, I can't say as a very strict statement or a strong statement, but I would say most of us, our thoughts and emotions are not working with us, not working in our favor. They are working against us. Why? Because much of our awareness is only towards the sensory things, whatever we can touch, feel, see, only those things, but not what we have to play and do with our thoughts and emotion. So our own thoughts and emotions become UFOs of our own life. They are unidentified, they are just flying and you are not able to identify. As soon as you are able to identify them, you are able to modulate and regulate your emotions to a certain extent. You won't be an ideal person, but it will help you a lot and managing your emotions. Now you must be also seeing, Nandini, that these emotionally driven decisions in our life, so let's say whenever I am too angry, whenever I am too happy, whenever I am on cloud nine, whenever I am too sad, too upset, I end up taking the idiotic decision of my life. And I would see most of the people have done in their life as well, actually, isn't it? So,
True.
and again, jealousy is again one such emotion. If someone doesn't know how to modulate around it and how to channelize it in proper uh, direction, you end up doing the worst of the worst things. And office politics, which we, a lot of people working, I have specifically seen, is one of the eventual cause of jealousy. And the base root of all this thing is self-awareness. At least for me, it has worked that way. So Nandini, I'd like to understand your take and your perspective on how you see emotionally driven decisions in your life, and how training, like self-awareness is a skill, right? We talk, right? It's just like your handwriting. The more you practice, the more better it gets, right? So how has been emotionally driven decisions or training your mind and training yourself to around this situation have been? Yeah, Nandini.
Yeah, so that's a great question. But before that, my handwriting, I've practiced a lot, but it hasn't gotten better. So, but yes, true. It is a skill, and it's the example which you gave is on point. But that's just one thing which I'd like to mention. Now, coming back to the question which you asked, yes, Hitesh, internally and externally, our emotions always drive the decisions we make. You know, now here we have to clearly put a line wherein we have to decide that whether we are too angry, too sad, or too happy, and we end up making a decision that will always be, against of. It will not be in our favor. That is a true fact. But for me personally, from childhood only, I have been a person who has always followed her gut feeling, and it has always, led me to a path wherein I can, unravel various other benefits for myself.
Mhm.
But one thing I like to mention over here was the fact that I was a person previously who would, react very easily on anything bad that happens. That was me. And quite a few years ago, when we started this content business, so I was that person who would get upset on anything bad that happened. I'm just giving an example of my professional life. But, you know, I figured it out and I talked to myself and said that will this behavior of mine, this characteristic of mine, benefit me or myself or my health in the coming years? And the answer was a clear no. And
You
this is
know.
a question I would request everybody to ask themselves for whatever they're missing to recognize their low moments. Because this was one question, Hitesh, which made me, realize that I need to work upon this, this overreactive behavior and just getting sad and stressed and tensed on everything that bad happens. And with time today, I can very confidently say that I am that Nandini who will not behave or will not react on things, who will not make it a case that the way of life which I lead will be disturbed. Because I genuinely feel, Hitesh, that work is a part of our life,
Yeah.
and it should not be the life. And that is what I've been always talking about on all of my social media platforms. That life is too short to have what ifs. So we should figure out very soon that what is exactly that we are doing wrong and start working over it. So this is one thing which I have mastered. I would say that.
Mhm.
But there's one thing, the other thing, which I'm still working upon, and that is my overthinking and overanalyzing attitude.
Okay.
That has been there always, as I say, since my childhood or so. But how I do it for myself is whenever any situation occurs, तो मैं अपने आप से ही बोलती हूँ कि ओके ठीक है, अभी ये सोच के कुछ होने वाला है, नहीं होने वाला है, तो क्यों सोच रही हूँ फिर? So that is what I'm talking to myself. I
Okay.
speak it aloud, and it comes back to me कि हाँ, okay, I need to put it aside. क्योंकि मैं ये नहीं चाहती कि a bad day at work or a bad deal or a deal which I missed वो मेरी लाइफ को ऐसा इम्पैक्ट करे कि मैं जो अपनी अच्छे से अपनी एक
Correct.
मैंने एक अपना सेट रूटीन बनाया या मुझे कुछ और नया करना है मैं वो ना कर पाऊँ उस सेटबैक की वजह से. So that is one thing, and also I believe whether it is your professional life or personal life, Hitesh, we all need to maintain certain kind of a balance. No matter what, चाहे कितना ही क्लीशे रहे,
Very
एक बैलेंस है जो हमें मेंटेन करना पड़ता है. अब हम कर पा रहे हैं कि नहीं कर पा रहे हैं, that differs from person to person.
well. Right.
I tried doing it, and now I can say that I have almost succeeded in doing that. But I won't say that if I did, you can do it too. Obviously, that is a statement. I want you to do it too. But then everybody's journey is different, and everybody's process of evaluating things is very different. So yes, I would hope and pray that we could go in that way because it really helped me. And yes, I can say that if it helped me it can surely help you too, because eventually you can just clear your perspective out and lead your life the way you want.
Yes.
So actually this is a topic, Hitesh, wherein we can talk at length.
Yeah.
And there are so many instances, but then as we discussed that we'll be keeping it a small bit of 20 to 25 minutes. So I'll just wrap up this conversation and ask you, so what is your takeaway from this conversation which we had?
Yeah, Nandini, first of all, very well said that this conversation can last any longer. We wouldn't
Yes.
stop. But What I can boil down to our conversation is, for me personally, I've seen that now this is the time, just like airplanes, when in the air we have to put the mask on ourselves first and then on others. It's time we start taking care of ourselves first and start taking charge of ourselves, which eventually will be turning out to be a better place to live for, and will turn out to be a better society to
True.
live in as well. So
Hmm.
I got this thing that we should start from ourselves for now. And what's your take on this, Nandini? What do you think actually?
Okay, so my takeaway would be that self-awareness is a skill, and we need to develop and put in efforts to cultivate it.
Correct.
And this is, all these quotes are there wherein they are so motivating, Hitesh, कि आप उनको पढ़ने के बाद आपको अच्छा feel होता है. But then if you don't apply them in their life, then I don't think that they matter anyway. तो ये सब ज्ञान जो है, सब बोलते हैं कि ज्ञान की बातें हैं, these are all bookish. No, they are not bookish. They are bookish until we, start applying them.
Applying it
And
in our
one
life,
such,
yes.
yes, one such would be thoughts becomes things, and that is the fact. So we have to, eventually I did that. I have trained my mind in such a way कि मैं अब इस चीज को बहुत believe करने लगी हूँ कि whatever I think will eventually come down in some form or the other in my life. So yeah. So on that note, we'll be wrapping up this conversation. Do let us know कि आपको कैसा लगा ये पूरा हमारा takeaway on this topic, and we would also love to know your experiences and your thoughts, whatever you have gone through. So I'll be listing down mine and Hitesh's Instagram handle as well. And until we meet next, please do take care of yourself and stay safe. Bye.
And namaskaram to everyone. Bye.
And namaskaram, everybody.